What's up, superstars? Back with another video. You got Superstar Rob, and you got Superstar Nation. How you guys doing? Man, beating me up every single day. I hope you're having all a wonderful day going into a beautiful weekend. If you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash that subscribe button, join the Superstar fam, hit the notification button to get every single video every single day. Also, to our Superstar VIPs, it's $2.99 a month. Get the star beside your name. Ask for our spreadsheets giveaways. Guys, thank you so much for your support. Every month, we're going to do giveaways. If you are a VIP, you're automatically enrolled as part of our Superstar Utility Program. So thank you all for your support. If you're interested, you can always hit the join button on the main page of the channel. Also, you can reach out to us, talk to us anytime on X, Instagram, or Discord. Discord is in the description below. Make sure you join the link. Guys, join Superstar Nation. Over 360 Superstar strong right now. All your favorite projects. Really recommend everybody to join the Discord. It's just that way, we post every single day. But if you join that Discord, you got the knowledge of the entire Superstar Nation there waiting for you. So today, I want to talk a little bit about a tweet that I saw from John Savage here. And he said, Ethereum's almost at all-time high, but NFTs are still dead. Why? And he went into the Google Trend site, and we pulled the site up a lot on our channel as well. And sure enough, you see that it's pretty flat. So I also went to double check it. And I overlapped here since 2004, so it's a long time period. But I overlapped here NFTs and Bitcoins. And what you see is that Bitcoin has lots of volatility. NFT market kind of just had its moment right around here in January of 2022, as many of you watching probably remember. But it never really came back and surged back like we're seeing right now with the cryptocurrency market. And it got me thinking, well, how can we explain this? Are they really truly correlated? We all remember in January when, NFTs were pumping, it almost felt like cryptocurrencies were dumping. It had its pump in early 2020, and then people were looking now for other alternative investments because Bitcoin wasn't doing so great. So they turned to another alternative investment like NFTs. They started pumping their money in. And very well, that might have been the case. The NFT space is still so new. It is very difficult to know for sure what that correlation is. But fintech's all over it. I mean, and we actually have data on this. Like you can see here, trading volume up to February 2023. And you see how we starting to get this data. This is an old website, right? At this time, Blur was starting to pump. Blur looks like a pretty good marketplace, by the way. I think these guys here actually will enforce royalties. You see some pudgy penguins on this side over here, but I don't really know much about Blur. You guys can let me know if you do. But I thought it was just interesting when I went to look up that data, how it showed Blur there. But I mean, long story short, right? People are starting to take data on this stuff, so they could start making interpretations and try to figure out what exactly is going on. So that led me to a professor out of, it looks like Dublin. His name's Michael Dowling. And he says he's a professor of finance. And he wrote like a whole paper on this. All right. So if you guys want, you guys can look up the paper online. It's non-fungible token pricing driven by cryptocurrencies. This is the ultimate answer, right? The ultimate answer here is, is there going to be a correlation? And there's a lot. Like, you guys can go through this if you really want to do your due diligence and you really want to, see all the nice stuff that he did and all the nice data, looking for correlations. But we're going to just skip right to the conclusions. I just highlighted a few things. And I think the main conclusion I thought was pretty interesting was that first sentence, number one, we make two important conclusions thanks to the testing in the study. First, NFT pricing seems to be quite distinct to cryptocurrency pricing in terms of the volatility transmission. So basically what they're saying is that the correlation that we all thought that there would be isn't actually the case. There still hasn't been enough evidence based on the data that the NFT market is truly strongly correlated to the cryptocurrency market. So the NFT and cryptocurrency market, I mean, it seems like there may be some kind of spillover, but I think generally we're not seeing a large significant spillover of volatility where if cryptocurrencies are pumping, then so are the NFT market. And a lot of the times, many of us thought, including myself, that the macros had to back the NFT space, that the macro NFT space will follow the cryptocurrency NFT space. But the research is actually showing that that's not necessarily the case. And then it continues on and it says, this is unlike cryptocurrencies. and stock markets, which tend to have high spillover effect among their individual markets. And we are literally living that right now. The cryptocurrency market and the stock market are all both doing extremely well. They're both hitting all-time high. So you can see that correlation, right? What's happening right now is the same thing that happened back in 2020, when even though there was the dump, we had the surge, right? There was the dump, there was a stimulus, then there was the surge, and cryptocurrencies ended up doing very, very well, and so did the markets, and they kind of correlated all around the same time. People were at home, people had savings, and people were investing. And then it finishes off by just saying, notwithstanding that NFTs do appear to be a distinct and exciting new asset class. And I think this can't be understated, okay? I think this is a really important statement. I'm going to zoom in so we can really get a good look at that. So if it is the case that NFTs are their own asset class, this is pretty important. There was an old investor named Ray, he's still around, Ray Dalio. He has some famous, well-known portfolio construction. He was a big believer in it, that history repeats itself. That, many of us, when we experience a first, for example, we never lived through a pandemic before, but pandemics have happened many times in histories. And he believed that the financial markets will react in a way that's similar to what history has shown us. So he's always invested in a way, Bridgestone, I believe, is his company, where if by studying up to 500 years of history, you can find events that happen similar to now, right? Because history echoes, right? It does the same thing, but in a different way. And by studying what happened in the past, you could predict investments in the future. And he did very well doing this. But one thing that he teaches that reminded me when I read the non-correlated and distinct asset classes, that he likes investing good bets within various non-correlated asset classes. So when you're trying to build a very, robust portfolio, especially professionals, as they try to enter and maneuver this new cryptocurrency NFT investment space, you may have professional investors now seeking to diversify their holdings, and they will be very attracted if NFTs are a different asset class than cryptocurrencies. And it's looking like that is the case. I feel like there hasn't been enough time yet to know for sure. Like right now we see Bitcoin bumping, we see Ethereum pumping, we see all these meme coins that literally are just ridiculous, all pumping out of control. It remains to be seen that when this dumps, will people, as they see it dumping, then switch to NFTs like we thought that they did back in late 2021, early 2022? Will we see that relationship again? I don't know for sure. But this article here, it's based on the data that they did. They're not convinced that we will necessarily have a high correlation as we saw before, or even a negative, right? Where when one comes down, one comes up, and when one goes up, one goes up. Right now, we're just seeing just randomness that's not really repeatable and predictable. And it could very well be after this cycle when Bitcoin pulls back to its new, let's say, plateau, whatever that may be. It remains to be seen if then people will turn their interest to NFTs. But I at this point, I'm not convinced. And I think this is something that everyone in the NFT space, they need to understand, because if you are in the NFT space, then this just proves the point more than ever before that if NFTs are their own asset class, then NFT companies and providers of NFTs, they have to make their own future. They cannot rely on macros. They cannot rely on cryptocurrency. The only way that they could succeed is creating their own bull run. The last time they were saying it's mainly speculation, internet hype that did it. I think that the NFT space could definitely bring on and induce a catalyst for themselves through utility, right? We say it over and over again on this channel. What will bring this NFT space to pump again? Looks like cryptocurrency pumping isn't going to be the case. Maybe cryptocurrency dumping, it remains to be seen, will be the case. But based on this article and this research, even when it dumps, it probably won't have that effect that everyone's expecting it to. So the only way that NFTs can really, really pump back to its old glory days is going to have to be self-made through utility, through innovation, through bringing in masses. Only then can NFT projects really, really start relive their glory days and relive, let's say, previous all-time highs, or make new all-time highs And that can only be done through their own utility, through controlling their own destiny, by bringing in the masses, by giving the utility that they can. Because, just existing like a cryptocurrency, which is a method of currency, at least if you buy Bitcoin right now, people give it value. They treat it almost like it's, it's money. It has the whole aspect of, the regulations and getting around centralized banks. But I don't know if NFTs really are going to be recognizing that same value, because they could just buy a cryptocurrency. It's actually just fine. So if NFTs are going to do this, all the projects, they're going to have to find a way to bring unique, special utility that will make them stand out and make their projects pump. So you can let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that NFT space and the cryptocurrency space is correlated? Or do you believe that they're not, based on the research we saw, and that maybe you agree with me that only utility will bring back the new glory days? Or maybe you have a different opinion. You can let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the Twitter fam, hit the bell notification to get every single video, every single day. Also to our VIPs, $2.99 a month to Starbucks, our name, answer spreadsheets. Guys, thank you so much. Take care. See you next one.